Hey guys, I'm Cassie Cameron, founder of Mind High Club. Here I am today with the lovely Amanda J. Scott, who's a kinesiologist, master NLP practitioner, life coach, and also author of the book, How to Create Success from Stress. A really transformational guide to how you can use stress to your advantage, which is awesome. So today we're going to talk about all about that, how to use success to your advantage and create success from stress. So, Amanda.
Hello, and thank you. And hello to everyone. And I want to say a big thank you, Cassie, for inviting me here today. Thank you.
No, thank you. So, we all tend to think of stress as a negative emotion, and you've come up with this really counterintuitive approach, which views stress in an entirely different way. So I'd love to hear a bit more about that.
Lovely, and I'd love to share that also. Most people really do think stress is a negative factor in their life, but stress really is about, it's necessary in our life. And studies have shown this at the University of California, that a certain amount of stress is really important to entice the brain cells into developing new cells. So, so we learn from stress, and we grow from stress. I mean, we become more of who we are with the stress. So if we have no stress, then there'll be no growth in our life. So I wrote a book, Create Success from Stress, that really shows people how to work stress, and to actually make it work for them in a positive and an empowering way. And there's 8 simple steps to follow.
Yeah. Awesome.
So that's good.
I'm sure a lot of people are happy to hear that stress isn't bad. So what are some really practical tips that people can use and apply if they're feeling really stressed ongoing?
Yeah, well, I've got a lot of clients that come to me, and they're with, they have anxiousness, and it's really about, they want to find out, what can I do to deal with this? So there's some really good, effective a technique that I tell them about, and it's really about simply putting your hand on the front of your forehead, and by doing this, you're actually bringing the blood flow to the front of your brain. And when you do this, it assists with being able to cope with the stress in your life, and it sort of grounds you and makes you more present in the moment.
Right, so is that why people are doing
That's right, and we actually naturally do this.
Yeah.
And we don't realize we're doing it, but we actually naturally do it. And it also helps you coming up with new ideas. Yeah, and looking at things in a different way, in a different perspective. So then it moves you forward, and then it moves you out of that anxiousness. So it's a great little technique to use.
So how long do you hold it on your head for?
Well, as long as you can. 10 minutes, you really feel it, because it brings up, and nourishes you as well. Nourishes your the muscles, and it's a beautiful way of, coming back into that now, the present moment.
Yeah, awesome.
To be able to deal with moving forward.
Yeah. Great. And so is that something you do sort of in the heat of the moment, say you're just feeling especially stressed, and try that? And then what about, if it's someone's experiencing really ongoing, they're feeling stressed for a long period of time, are there other, I know that not all of this can be digested in a minute, but what would you sort of suggest to that person?
Well, there's a great technique, yes, that really decreases your stress, and it really boosts your energy up, and that's when you're tapping on your chest like this.
So here?
Well, like Tarzan. Tarzan used to thump on his chest. Well, by tapping on your chest, you're actually stimulating and activating energy in the body, because you're actually tapping the thymus gland, it's called, and you're it boosts the immune system up, and you feel it increases that strength and stamina, so that you can be more resourceful.
Wow. And so how long do you just do it until you feel?
Yes, you can do 20 taps in the morning, and it's amazing. Your morning's, set.
Okay, I'm going to try that now.
Yeah.
And also another question just about the emotion side of it. Why is it so important to have a healthy relationship with stress and your emotions?
Well, you become at ease with yourself. You become more relaxed. and calm within yourself, and you'll be able to deal with things that come your way.
Yeah.
And it's really important because, you know, the only thing that we can control is the way we feel about things. So having that self-control with your emotions really keep you in your, staying in your personal power, of feeling good.
Yeah,
and that's what it's about, feeling good.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
That's
and
right.
So to put that into context, if someone's feeling a particular emotion, so say someone's feeling extremely frustrated, overwhelmed, what should they do with that emotion?
They should start then feeling, just, you know, coming into themselves, start feeling love, because why are they getting frustrated? You know, is somebody making them frustrated? Yes, and it's about, that's why it's so important to have that self-control within yourself. Yes, because nobody's making you feel frustrated. Yeah, you're taking it on as that. So it's really important to recognize how you feel and then change it. Bring in more love. Bring in more calmness. Into your life,
And that's the whole challenge, really. But that's the answer, isn't it? So
absolutely, and that's the how. If you've got self-control of your emotions, it's really a part of that personal power within. Staying in that power within. And there's other areas of physical power as well. You know. It all comes into it, but the emotions is a great way, you know, to be really feeling good and staying positive. And it's all about staying positive.
And also, so how can you make sure that you have actually released your stress properly? So, and you're not holding on to something or hanging on to it.
Well, you feel much better, don't you? When you've released, you feel much better in yourself, and you feel lighter. When you're not stressed, you feel lighter, and you're not holding on to any unhealthy stresses. So that's really, and you feel neutral about things. You know, whatever's happening around, whether you're not physically and you're not emotionally reactive to things, then you know,
it's gone.
It's gone, But it's all about taking control. Taking control of your stress by harnessing it, by managing it, and by controlling your stress, taking charge of your stress, controlling it in a correct way.
So say, I'll give a scenario. So someone's really stressed at work and got this big deadline and pressures from, you know, upper management or whatever it is. You know, and they're feeling very stressed. What would be sort of a practical application of how they could harness that stress and use it for success?
Well, is it overwhelmed? Are they overwhelmed? So if they're overwhelmed, it's about what do they need? They need to get a little bit more resourceful. Do they need to learn new tools? Do they need to actually establish an outside help to help them through that? Because too much overwhelm creates anxiousness. So it's really about being more resourceful and asking for help. Sometimes people want to take on everything, you know? And it's about, there's always help and support out there. So too much workload.
Solving almost.
Absolutely, it really is,
Yeah, it makes sense, doesn't it? So all the time it's, you know, common sense things and we forget. But that makes total sense. Well, you've been great, and thanks for sharing with us.
Absolutely.
How to harness stress for your success.
Well, it's been wonderful to be on the show. Thank you very much, and thank you, everybody.